Hey everybody, welcome to the Get Back to the Wrestling YouTube channel. I am one of your hosts, Luke Giaconetti. Thank you for watching our video today. We're going to be doing another unboxing today, and you might want to break out some double mint gum because I've got not one, but two figures to unbox. And not just any two figures, but it's Randy Orton Fest 2019, as we've got retro Randy Orton, and we have basic Randy Orton from Series 94, both from Mattel, here to open up. So I go through phases with Randy Orton of liking or not so much liking Randy. I happen to be on an upswing right now as I'm recording this. He is getting ready to challenge Kofi Kingston for the world title at SummerSlam, and so Orton's been on TV quite a lot. I've liked his work this year, and you know, one of the things about Orton is that he's a guy he's been around for a long time, and a lot of people have strong opinions one way or the other, but generally can be counted on to deliver in matches, especially matches where he is invested in the angle or with the people that he's working with. So let's open them up. I think we're gonna open up the basic first. So it's very funny. This figure came out right around the same time that the latest Elite Randy Orton came out, and they're very similar figures. The Elite came with the hooded vest. That's become kind of Randy's trademark ring entrance gear over the last few years, but otherwise very similar. Obviously, the Elite has the Elite articulation as opposed to the basic articulation, but similar face sculpts, similar decos on the tattoos and all that. So let's open them up, let's let them breathe, and let's take a look at Basic Series 94 Randy Orton. Out of here. All right, so here is Randy. Very, very nice figure here. You can see all the detailing in his tattoos on the sleeves and across his back. Let's see, can we get that? Pretty good. I like the likeness. He's got some scruff going on. Kind of a smirky face. That's appropriate for Randy Orton, I think. Standard basic articulation, so universal joints at the shoulders, limited ball joint at the head, swivel wrist, universal wrists, and T-crotch, and then a swivel at the knee, which is very stiff, of course, because of the knee pad, and then rotating ankles. So, very nice. I love the tattoo work. The tattoo details look great. They're not just random. You can see like the skulls. You probably just may not come up on the camera, but you can see the skulls on his arm here. And there's a piece of text here. And there's a lot of different ones. Of course, the tribal ones on his back. His trunks say Orton on the back there. Very cool. And I said good face sculpt as well. He'll look good on the shelf with the rest of the that scale figure. So one of the things that I liked about the Elite was that you could definitely do with the Elite, and you can kind of do with the basic. You can kind of do the Randy Orton entrance pose. Right. Now the other thing that to me that was crucial that I liked is that you can do an RKO with basic articulation. So I thought maybe we could have a little demonstration. So who would Orton like to RKO in a video? So maybe it's The Miz! And this is the new basic Miz that I put on. You might have seen this on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter. This is the new basic Miz, just came out wearing the white trunks. And there's actually a chase of this wearing black, but I liked the white. So Mike the Miz making a cameo here. So in your Fig Fed, if you really want to, you know, you can have perhaps the Miz is trying to set up the skull-crushing finale, and then it turns into an RKO out of nowhere, and the Miz is down. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful RKO. Great figure. Big props to my brother Jay. He actually got this for me off of Amazon, so Randy just showed up at my house one day and managed, you know, so that was really cool, and very, very cool figure. I got a feeling the Elite is probably just as cool as this, but I like the basic. I don't mind not having the entrance gear. I like the ring gear. Like I said with the Miz, I like the figure that wears the trunks. So this is very cool. I really like this Orton. I'm glad to have him for the shelf. My kids have been bugging me to get an Orton for the Fig Fed, so if I find another one, I'll pick him up, and then he'll be RKOing people in the Fig Fed as well. So, whoa, bam, down he goes. So, very cool. So, check out, if you like basics, you like this scale of guys, you can check out either this basic Orton or the Elite Orton, and get the Legend Killer in your Fig Fed or on your shelf. So, let's put these guys to the side, and now we'll take a look at our second Randy Orton figure here at Orton Fest 2019. So this is as a retro Orton. In this wave, this was the same wave as the Green Trunks Macho Man, Gold Dust, and Samoa Joe. So very cool. I got this from Ringside Collectibles. I haven't seen any retros past, I guess it's Series 7, which is Angle and Sheamus and Michaels and Jericho in the stores. I haven't seen anything past that. We found out just long ago that the retros are on hiatus. So enjoy what you got, because I don't know. I'll be surprised if we ever get more of them, to be honest with you. So let's open up Randy, and let's let him join his retro and Hasbro brethren upstairs. Let's get this guy. Okay, yeah, let's get that over there. So here is Retro Orton. Now, I like it. I think it's very similar on the detailing on the tattoos here. So I wonder if it's the same, maybe the same application that we get the tattoos. But it looks very cool. Same type of trunks too. Black trunks, say Orton on the back. Slightly different. These have some, you see there's some paint apps here on the side. These are just black trunks, plain black trunks on the side, just Orton on the back. Again, the face to me looks a lot like Randy Orton. The beard is a little more filled in here. I guess it fits the aesthetic, not the stubble. He's got his wrists taped up, hand taped up a little bit. And now he's got the clothesline action, so that's like that, and you can also make it a punch. And I suppose you can also make it a forearm if you really want to. But very, very cool figure. This looks really sharp. This, of all the ones from the last few waves, this was the one I was most looking forward to, and I'm glad to finally have him. Now, his action is in fact called Authentic Superstar Move, the RKO. So he's got this action here. So I took a look at the retro and the Hasbro's up in my retro ring. And who could eat the RKO in our video tonight? So who else but maybe the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now they had a match at WrestleMania that if you were at the show you didn't get to see too much of because there was some lighting mishaps, but it was a good match for those of us at home that didn't have to worry about that. So and back at the Elimination Chamber, of course, these two tangled and had a really great RKO combination out of the phenomenal forearm, which helped set up, I guess, that match at Mania. So perhaps, I don't have a ring rope, so perhaps AJ is going for his phenomenal forearm, and RKO out of nowhere. So you see that this is the perfect action for the RKO because his arm hooks up like that, and he can just drop guys with the RKO. So look out, folks. Your retro Fig Fed now has to beware of the Apex Predator Randy Orton, who is going to RKO people out of nowhere. This is a wonderful figure. I mean, I like the retros. We only had a couple of Hasbros growing up. Jason, of course, just finished his Hasbro collection, so props to him for that. But these retros are neat. I mean, it's disappointing that they apparently didn't sell very well to the general market. It's one of those odd things. They sell out online, but then I see them warming pegs in stores. That aforementioned wave with Angle and Jericho and Sheamus and Michaels could be very easily had here in my area for quite a long time. And there's been, Bill Goldberg and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose have been kind of holding on at the targets as in this area too. So some of these later ones never, I don't know that it'll ever be at retail, but we got them at ringside, and so that's good enough for me. So very cool to get a Randy Orton. I think it's funny. on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, this is several months ago, this is back before these were announced, Kurt was saying, well, who have they, who on the current roster haven't they made that we need to see? And he kind of put it out to the listeners. And my first thoughts were The Miz and Randy Orton. So, and then like a week later we got Orton. We never got, at least we haven't yet, a Miz retro. Hopefully, if the line comes back, we'll get a Miz to go with Orton here. But so there you go. It's Randy and Randy here on Randy Orton Fest 2019 on Get Back to the Wrestling. What do you think? Have you picked up either of these figures? Do you have a favorite Randy Orton figure? Maybe an older one? Or do you like the Elite? Did you get the basic? Did you get the retro? Leave a comment and let me know. If you like the video, please please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Helps us out a lot. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search for Get Back to the Wrestling, and we have our own group there. You can find us on Twitter at GBTTW Podcast. Please follow us there. And of course, the podcast can always be heard at twotruefreaks.com, and all of these links are in the description of the video below. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, we'll see you at the matches.
Uh-oh, forearm smash from AJ Styles out on the apron. He's calling for it as Kingston in his sights. Oh my God!